You better cuff your chick because Dr. Coochie's in the building. All right.
Beer me blazer.
Yeah. All right, we jump into the next guy right here. This is Mike's guy, Big Ben. So I know there's a lot of questions with Big Ben here. It's pretty much a Tommy John surgery, right, Anthony?
Yeah, Tommy John.
Tommy John. Okay, so we know for baseball players, this is a pretty hard surgery to come back from. I mean, Big Ben, he's already out here throwing the ball. He says he's okay, but I mean, what's your understanding?
Yeah, I'm actually kind of worried about Big Ben. As much as I love him and how much upside he has, I'm kind of worried about his injury. So they said that he ruptured his ulnar collateral ligament, and what that is, there's, like in your knee, the MCL and LCL, like those bones on, like the ligaments on each side of your knee bone, pretty much. So basically, it's that, but on your elbow. So there's like a medial and a lateral, so the inside and outside ligament. I'm not sure which one he tore. Doesn't really, like HIPAA, they can't tell you which one he actually tore. But what it is those ligaments pretty much keep your elbow stable while you're throwing a football. And he pretty much like ruptured it. So it's not like there's a little tear in it. Like it was like, if you're gonna do it, you're going all out, and he did it. And I remember reading it. He was really reluctant to get surgery because who really wants to do surgery? But, he had to get surgery for how bad his thing was. But, like you said, the Tommy John surgery, that's normally, what they do when someone injures, that UCL ligament. Like, they usually get Tommy John surgery. But he decided to go under this newer surgery called the primary repair, which the reason he did that is because it's supposed to really cut down your recovery time to about 9 to 12 months instead of longer what Tommy John does. He's trying to kind of get ready for this next season.
So he didn't get Tommy John surgery.
No, but normally with that injury, you do get Tommy John surgery. But he decided to do something different. And the problem is that it's kind of a newer procedure, so there's not a lot of data out there on kind of recovery and how well people do. So it's pretty hard to predict if he's going to be ready by 100%. But I don't know. You've probably seen him on social media, how he's throwing a juju, So, everything so far, it looks like his rehab is, on track and is on point. So I'd pretty much just really keep an eye on it. It's hard to say if he's going to be back.
So
what was that surgery called? Because I kind of want to see what data I can pull up on it. Because I follow baseball a lot. So when I heard Tommy John for Big Ben, I've been saying since like months ago, I was like, I've been worried about that because I know it's usually 16 to 19 months recovery, but that new one you said is about 12 months. So that makes a lot of sense that he did that. Yeah, so it's called the primary repair of the UCL, which is the ulnar collateral ligament. So this is kind of what, all the resources that I was finding, it was saying that he did this instead of the Tommy John. But so basically what it is, Tommy John basically, what they do is they'll take a graft from a muscle or a tendon in your body, and they'll basically attach it to that tendon that he tore and remake that tendon. But what he did is that tendon that he tore off from the bone, they just reattached it to the bone so that way he could recover quicker.
Oh, because it's more natural. Because it's more natural to the body, assuming, right?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So he did that to try and just make the bone heal instead of a whole new tendon trying to do that.
Interesting.
We're getting so deep in here. I love this.
And you see there's no real data of players coming back on that surgery yet, so that's kind of a big question mark there, right?
Yeah. And that's kind of why everyone's really iffy, on pushing if he's going to make it or not, because it's such a newer surgery. I think that's why he was so reluctant to get the surgery, because he was doing his research,
Yeah.
Trying to see what's best for him. But that's why it's so hard to say if he's going to be in there. But shoot, if COVID, ends up delaying it, I mean, that's in the benefit for Big Ben, to be honest. More time the better.
Right.
Yeah,
for sure. So I would say, okay, like the same thing we did with Matt Stafford, like 1 through 10 re-injury.
Oh man.
Put him at like an 8 or 9 or what?
Yeah, I put him at a high risk. But I mean, shoot, if his rehab is going well and he has no hiccups, nothing to slow him down. I mean, what are you going to waste on him? You're going to waste a double-digit round on him? I mean, is that really a bad thing? You can pick someone up off the waiver wire if he really gets hurt.
Yeah.
So is your worry level above a 7?
I'd say 7 or higher on a re-risk. If just because it's such a new surgery, I don't want to put full trust into it.
Interesting. See, hey, we called the medicine man for injury analysis, and he gave a fantasy analysis right there, baby. You could run this whole podcast by yourself, dude.
Yeah, do we even need you, bro? I mean,
Hey, do you even
do you even need us? I mean, sorry, yeah. Well, I guess you only need Mike. Mike can set everything up. We'll just leave.
Dr. Coochie does it all, man.
And he's a coochie doctor.
I like Dr. Coochie so much. Okay.
I get to see Dr. Coochie on the bottom.
Your sister's favorite doctor, Dr. Coochie.
Oh my god.
Oh, God.
You better cuff your chick because Dr. Coochie's in the building. All right. Man, that clip was informative, huh? Well, there's plenty more right here if you click that. Also, go ahead and subscribe right there.